Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse and this is the Council Minute for the week of September 19th. Obviously today we're not in the studio. We are out at the Pond House here along the banks of the Minnesota River in beautiful Bloomington, a beautiful fall day. We're talking today about our natural resources prioritization plan. We actually talked about this and approved it at the council meeting a couple of weeks back, and here to help me talk about it is Dave Hanson from our park staff, who was instrumental in the development of the prioritization plan. Thanks for being with me here today, Dave. Appreciate it. So a natural resources prioritization plan. What is that? What does that mean?
We developed a plan to help us strategize natural resources restoration and maintenance throughout the city on parkland. We hadn't had one prior to this, so there was a need for it. We knew that. Through the park system master planning work, it came out loud and clear from residents that they desired enhanced restoration of natural resources, enhanced programming, enhanced volunteer efforts, and this plan will help us prioritize and work through all the restoration that needs to happen.
Now this is not a common type of plan. Not a lot of cities have this type of plan. So the city of Bloomington really dug in and did something impressive and big because we've got so much going on around here, don't we?
Yes, we do. We are fortunate to have thousands of acres of parkland. Much of it is developed and programmed and used for traditional recreation, but there's plenty of it that has just been left to be natural areas. And over years, invasive species have moved in, some of the habitat has been degraded, and we aim to address that with a plan like this.
So this is basically a higher level planning tool. It doesn't necessarily get into the nitty-gritty, but it talks about what we want to see as a city and will eventually direct the work for the restoration of the natural resources in the area.
Correct. This plan will set priorities for us to go into parks with redevelopment plans, and at that time we will scope out all the details of the restoration, what types of invasives need to be removed, what types of habitat there are. In this plan, it talks about target plant communities. That would be the goals that we would reach to establish. And then it also has sections on maintenance of these specific ecosystems and habitats that we'd be restoring.
So now we already have a similar plan in place here for the Minnesota River Valley, more in general, but this is more across the city of Bloomington, looking at all of our natural spaces here in the city of Bloomington.
You're correct, Mayor. We already have a plan that addresses natural resource restoration in the River Valley. The River Valley is unique habitat. It's continuous. It's a south-facing bluff that offers different opportunities for oak savanna and sun-loving plant communities in openings. So that plan addresses creating openings along the bluffland. It also looked at the historical and cultural nature of that part of Bloomington. And it's a little bit different than the plan that we just completed in that this is a continuous tract of land. It's all connected.
So now we're here at the Pond House, and it's not an accident. We're here specifically because there's some exciting possibilities to restore the natural areas around the Pond House.
Right now we are working on submitting for a grant application for 12 acres just to the west of the Pond House. It's very unique. It has some really cool slope aspects where we got west facing and south facing slopes. It has a spring fed stream and it's going to have tons of potential for restoration. In the past, we've done restorations just as recently as completing this year with a grant project at Parker's Picnic area to the east. And then in 2016, we did another project at Hopkins Landing. So this project is right in between two previous projects. Will offer greater connectivity.
So now as part of our park system master planning process, we did extensive community engagement, listened to residents, talked to them, listened to them about what is most important to them. And Dave, they told us that restoring the natural resources in the city of Bloomington was one of their top priorities. So how will this impact those goals that we're looking to achieve?
It'll show us how to do more, and it'll help us understand what it costs. I want to be clear that Bloomington has always cared about natural resources, and we have about 175 acres of savanna, prairie, and woodlots that we've already restored and are maintaining. But through that park system master plan, we heard loud and clear that the community desires more. More high-quality natural areas, more restorations, more opportunities for recreation and education and volunteering and understanding and participating in our natural amenities.
So what will people see if this prioritization plan is put into place? What differences are people going to see in the natural areas here in Bloomington?
First of all, we're going to remove all the invasive understory. So you're going to see a more open woodlot with more vegetative cover on the ground. You're going to see some flowers, you're going to see better habitat, you're going to see some outreach and engagement and communication to the residents about the projects we're doing. We want to brag about these. We want to bring people in. We want people to understand what we're doing and then appreciate it.
Well, this is important work, and thank you for your work and for the work that your entire team did on this prioritization plan. We know how important parks are to the people of the city of Bloomington, and I really appreciate the fact that we're looking at parks holistically. The interactive playgrounds, the possibility for people to swim, but also the opportunity to restore our natural resources to as close to the original, probably not the original, but as close to the original as possible, and give people an understanding of what this part of the world used to look like.
We're excited.
You should be. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
That will do it for this week's Council Minute. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.